Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial how to make my videos, obviously, how I animate my videos. So first of all, I use a animation program. It's for Android and iOS and other programs. It's called Stick Notes. It's called Stick Notes. I have the pro version, which is money, but if you want to pay for that, you can pay for it. I don't know, you don't have to. You can get the normal one. It's just that it had to add so Stick Notes on Android and iOS. I don't know if it's on any other one, because like all I know is Android and iOS. That's all. I'm not any type of technician. It's not on Microsoft. It's not on Windows, or it is on Mac, I think. No, it's not. Okay, so you see, there is Stick Notes. You could try Flip a Clip. And this is, like, it has old ads, like these ads were added here since 2014. See, 2014. I don't really prefer I don't really prefer Flip a Clip because, like, you have to do a bunch of like cutting up and spreading, and it's just painful, bro. I don't. Okay, so the second thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your browser, and then you're gonna search up Wubbox sprites, whatever you want. It's also something. Shush, man. Okay. And I'm doing this just for you. Okay, you also have some Wubbox sprites. I'm gonna do a different Wubbox. Fan-made Wubbox sprite. Now this is like actually complicated. Like it's actually quite complicated. Now, just find a sprite. And now you see, if you take this image, it's actually not going to come out that high quality. You have to go to the website to get a high quality image. So here you have actually all of them. Wow, look at that guy, that's a lot. Okay, first of all, you're going to go to whatever sprite sheet you want. Now it's more clearer. Then you want to double tap it because of the new thing. Float again, okay. And then there you go here. You'll just load up. You have to select your language and all that. Okay, first of all, we're going to make the mouth, which is really easy, so I'm just going to do that once again. What you do is you see this. You scroll down, and then you see this. Stick figure and library tools. And you see this arrow right here. Just click that arrow, and then you'll get something called Move Clips. Now, I already have a bunch of kits that I made for fan-made Wubboxes and all that. Like, as you can see, I have Wubbox. Just look at this. Ugly one, that. And I have all of these. I have a bunch. First of all, we're going to make the mouth. So click Create New Move Clip. And you want to scroll down, then you want to click off the stick figure thing, the arrow. Then you're going to want to go to Add Sprites. Now what you're going to do is you can actually, with your thumb, you can do this and you can select images and make them. So what we're going to do is we're going to select this first mouth. Okay. And name it Mouth 1 or something. And then you're going to want to go to this one. It doesn't matter if it's rotated or not, because you can rotate images. Okay, now this is the Mouth 3. Now I'm just going to speed this video up because it's like boring. Wait a minute, what? I just had a fucking huntsman. Fucking. Oh no. Okay, don't mind that. Okay, so first you want to get your first mouth. Like that, and you get your second mouth. Now, because it's rotated, click these little balls. Rotate thing, so then you go there. Just do that. And now look, you can also resize it if you want. But I prefer keeping it in the original size since it actually makes it actually official. Okay, now we're gonna do that mouth. And as you can see, this is just a tutorial, so I'm not gonna go so hard with the mouths. Cause why would I? Okay, then we have that, and then we go to mouth 6. And then you make that smaller, because it's actually useless just getting the smaller sprites, and then we're gonna get more mouths. I accidentally clicked off, I don't know why. I'm just gonna name it that, for whatever reason. And then we're just gonna name this Mr. Ooh. Okay, and now what you do, you get that. Place that at the top. What you want to do is you want to get your 0, 0, 0. You want to kind of resize it smaller. Then look. Now you want to actually resize that bigger and this bigger, because it's actually a little error. Okay, now just save this as Wubbox Tart Mouth. You don't need to name it that. You can name it anything you want. And now you want to click Add Move Clip and press single frame. Now you can just resize it with this. You can flip it, you can make it upside down. Now the fact is, look at this, we'll make some frames. And you see, why does it do this? And if we slow the FPS down, why does it do that? Well, this is a really reasonable question. Good question. This is because you need to click Add Tweening. Tweening on, and then there you go, it's so smooth. But how exactly do we open the mouth? Well, if you select your little mouth and then you scroll down and you see this little thing, current frame, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Don't make it pixelated. Do that, do that, do that, and do that. See? Now your mouth will open. But exactly, I want my animation to be insanely fast. So, yeah. But now we have to get into making the whole entire Wubbox. Now this is the most complicated part of the thing. What you want to do is you want to delete that. Now this is where it gets hard. A bit harder, but not hard. It's just a bit stressy. What you can do, you can get the box if you want. You can do that. Get the box. Now the reason why we're getting the box is actually because of a really good reason. What you want to do is just press Add Move Clip once again, and then once you've done that, adding the box on the frame, this is where it takes a long time. You have to get every single one of these sprites if you're making the Wubbox. It can be any Wubbox, you can just do the same thing. And if it's in that big Wubbox, I might make some tutorials on that. So first of all, we do the torso. So this is what the torso is. Now this is the torso right here. Now do not add another frame, because once I added the torso, this is what we're also going to do. We have to select all these frames. So I'll just speed it up because it takes, literally, the longest it took me to do this was gold Wubbox. I had to do 6 whole entire hours of getting these. So let's just speed it up. Now, I just added 2 sprites. Now what you're going to do is you're going to press create new stick figure. Now once you're here, you just want to do this. Boop! He's tiny now. And then you want to add stretchy. It is stretchy. Now what you want to do is you want to save it, just give it a name, stretchy invisible node. Then you just want to add that to the library. And now you have this. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this node. So you just click the image and then you do that. And then it connects it. Now you're like, what does this do? Well, you just press your piston hand image. And then just watch the magic form. What you want to do, go here, you see this button? Makes everything go behind. Look at that. Now you have a working hand, but exactly how do we actually even connect the hand to the torso? Well, this is a great question. What you want to do is paste in the node. Then you want to go onto your torso image, join to, like always, and then you want to do this. Now this node will be over here. Now you want to do another one by copying and pasting that, and then doing this. And now, once you've done that, you want to paste that node once again, and you want to connect that node to this node. And then you want to do that and click that node to this node. Now you've done that. But exactly, also, how do we rotate the hand? Well, I actually never even do this. Like, I'm very unprofessional. But I'll just show you. So what you want to do is you want to do that. Now you have this, right? Now this is supposed to do this, but it doesn't turn the hand. Now exactly how do we do that? Well, I'll show you. First of all, I don't know. Okay, you don't need to even do it anyway. You can just do that. But I'll maybe add a tutorial about it soon. You can just change the size of Mr. Wubbox a bit. Okay, and you can't exactly just copy and paste this. So sadly, you're gonna have to do. Oh, super duper. You have to do that. And you have to do that. Now, once you've done that, you want to go to that once again. Then click that. Then, like always, you want to do that. Okay, so now you have that. And then you want to paste this again. And join that node to there. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast, I'll do a slower tutorial maybe, or you could slow the video down. Okay, now you have another hand. Cool, but like we need the electric stuff. Now, I'm just gonna add an electric image. Also, doing the electric move clip thing, it's really buggy and hard, and I don't prefer doing it. Okay, so we're done that. Now, we need to add a stick figure to this one. But there's also another thing that we're going to have to do with this one, because there's actually a little bug with this, and it's where you can just actually like kind of break it, and that is not good, you know, like whoa. But what you do is you can actually just lock it. You can lock a sprite, and then you do that, so it's not stretchy, but your node isn't locked as well. So what you want to do is lock that node, but you don't want to lock it because it's actually not going to work. So now you have this, which I think is cool, and now you want to copy and paste the light image once again. Now, since it's locked, you just want to unlock it just by pressing that button. Go up, copy and paste that. 20, click that. 20. Now, we're doing that. Now, add all the way to the back. UPD. Okay, so now we do indeed want to lock it. You can actually keep it on stretchy if you want, but like, I don't prefer it because it's kind of weird. For me, it's weird. So as you can see, we're making our Wubbox, we're doing progress. But now we want to make the legs little part, lighting. Now this is another step, just do the same thing that we did for the hands, but for the legs. Now we do that, and then also I'm just gonna let you know guys, Today I went on the Adelaide show. It was freaking scary as hell. Yeah, skibbity dub dub dub. I'm gonna make a video about that. I even got a ticket and it said 6'7". Yeah, the 6'7" meme is giant now. Okay, I didn't even, yeah, like the 6'7" meme was a bit smaller, but then it got giant and I was like, what the fuck? Now you're not gonna want to do that because, like, as you can see, buggy. And you hate that, right? You hate bugs. What you want to do is just connect that right there. And you want to lock the node, so like you don't actually want to lock it, but I don't know. You just don't, oh yeah, don't make it stretchy. And then you have to make another. You want to join that, then there, and there you go. But since Wubbox looks like it's getting a bit tall, we can do this. Resize that. Also, you have to have this one on stretch, or else it's going to be a little buggy. Okay, now it looks like Wubbox is still a bit tall, but we can fix that kind of later, you know? Okay, now we are up to, let's do the core. The core is the easiest part about it. Okay, just do that. Now, well, I'm not finished with the legs, I just realized, but like, that's okay. Okay, now you do that. Well, wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I just made a mistake. You can actually add like ease in or ease out to it if you want, because like, it makes your animation a bit smoother. Okay, well now we made the core, a little bit of a bug there. Okay, now let's just remake the legs once again. Scary, because like those horror houses and all that, like at the end there was this guy with like a really realistic chance and no sound, and I actually thought that guy would freaking kill me. It was so freaking scary, man. I was like, what the fuck? I was shivering, man. It was the scariest thing in my life. It was so scary. And not even my sister could handle it. Okay, so now we're gonna make a pot. And that's what I call a pot. Okay, my fourth. Okay, this part is for the legs. Leg, knee. Knee, I'm just gonna call it knee like that. I don't know how to spell knee because I'm dumb and I'm fun. Okay, now we're done that. Okay, now we've done that. Okay, done that now. Okay, now I'm gonna do that. We've done that now, and then you want to go to my Sigma meal. Skibbity slice it. Oh no. Okay, so first of all, you want to get this. This part is for the bottom leg, like the very bottom part of your leg, whatever it's called, Sigma meal. Okay, just have to spread sprite. He's really cool because he's like a Sigma male, to be honest. Okay, now you want to add that just by adding that new sprite and then doing drinking sprite and then doing drinking sprite. I'm glad I didn't die because like I would have been Sigma male Skibbity Slicers. I would have been a Sigma male that was even Skibbity Slicers. Okay, now as you can see, our Wubbox is turning out. Now what I want you to do is save it. Wubbox tot rig, if you want to name it what I named it. Now just save it because like you got some progress, you know. What's that bug? There's a bug. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. You do that instead of just doing that. You're not supposed to do that. Now, there's actually different ways of even making it. So like, you don't need to follow mine. I'm pretty sure there's more tutorials out there. Now, what you do is you add your sprite to that. Once again, you can make it free big, so you do that. As you can see, our Wubbox is turning out more. Now, we have to use nodes because like it's not going to be rigged, which makes it look bad. And we know you like bad. Don't we? Bad is good. Okay, our Wubbox is turning out more. Oh, you're a hoe, you a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe. Okay, shut up. Okay, now we're just gonna do the hand, like the little elbow hand parts. Elbow, whatever it's gonna be called. Okay, just add it. Now you see these little parts. What you wanna do is just add these little elbow parts, whatever they're called, onto Wubbox. So as you can see, now you have that. So our Wubbox is turning out more. So yeah. Yeah, it's turning out to actually be good. I would rather actually resize the leg a bit. That one, yeah, that's good. Cause like if your Wubbox wasn't rigged, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be done. But like, since we actually added lightning for that, and then you look at Wubbox and you're like, hey, this guy didn't do it right. Well, I'm just about to show you what you're actually supposed to do. I just forgot about this, and I'm like, oh, frick. So what you do is just add that, then make it up there. Now you can make it smaller like the actual Wubbox, but I like it a bit like this. Okay, now you shorten that. But like, as you know, I do it because it makes the Wubbox actually kind of look better if it's tall. I like it too. You can also do it without the lighting, because I think that's a cool detail, but like, if you're making like fan-made Wubboxes and stuff, yeah, I prefer you actually like put the lighting, because like, what else are you gonna do, huh? Ring Elsa house? Okay, now we add that. Now just follow my steps, okay? Or else you're gay. What? So now, once we added that, see, Oh yeah, it's actually seemingly gotten better. Big, 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 big. Wait, this guy's tiny. Big. Yeah. Okay. And now we're gonna get those little feet pads, like these. Feet pad. Then you're gonna have to, yeah, I know this is quite complicated, but on the store there actually is an already made one. You can just get that one. And technically you don't even need to make your own. There's a bunch of rigs that I didn't make. I used to be the master of making rigs, but like no. I'm sad people took my spot, but like, bro, they took it. They took it, they're in it now. They booked that flight, man. But yeah. Wait, what the Sigma? My name is What Sigma. I didn't get cut. I didn't get it perfect. Yeah. You are. What the hell? Okay, as you see, our Wubbox is nearly done. Now just save it and then override it to like save it again. And now there's just a few more steps. Here. We need to add another sprite onto the torso. Like that. Make it stretchy if you want. Then you add another sprite onto that. Goodbye that. Now we're gonna need just one single more sprite. This is the neck part. Sprite. But it's not the last sprite yet. Still, we've got more to go. I feel stuff all over me and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, is there a spider on me? Because I live in Australia, as I said, Adelaide, so. Oh my god, what are these on me? I'm scared. I'm scared they're gonna bite me. Dude, but those little things that said, ooh, spooky. I thought like, nah, this is not spooky. I wanna go in there. So I went in it and then I fucking screamed my fucking head off. I'm sorry if I, like, you're sensitive and you don't like swearing. I'm really sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Like, I thought that wouldn't be scary, the spooky thing, but like, oh my god, I screamed so badly. Like, outside it doesn't look scary, but in the inside, it's freaking scary as hell. But like, the other time I went in it, I wasn't scared because like, now I saw it's just something to scare you. It's not supposed to hurt you. It's not meant to hurt you, so like, there's a reason, right? And since I run fast as hell, like, yeah, there's actually a reason. Okay, now we have to, there's just one final part left. You have to make the eyes. So, I hold my Sigma male. He is a male for the Sigma. You can also add a shadow, the shadow that comes in the sprite if you want as well. Okay, join that. Now on this part, you're gonna press join 2 again. Paste it. Join 2 again. This is the final part because, as you know, we added that mouth move clip. Okay. Katy Perry. Okay. Okay. Yep, now you got that. Add it again. Now you got that. Now you're gonna override it again. Man, how long? Wow. I was at like 70% when I started this video. I last. Now, this is the final step. All we gotta do is this. Okay. And then we add another ice bite. Okay. And then just make the eye a little bit bigger. Okay, now you might be wondering, what the hell do you mean? Oh, single frame again, do that. Now you have inserted the Wubbox. And then you can move them around, all that. Okay, and now there's one more step to do. Get that. Okay. Now I'm not gonna use this top mouth. I already have a mouth kit about the whole entire thing. Because this one I actually put work into. Okay, now just make it its accurate size, not that big. Just put it back a bit. Okay, and then now you want to save it. Okay, and now you have successfully made Wubbox. Now animate it. I am so unused to animating it like this because I use a different type of rig. I did the easy way because like you guys are not really smart, as you know, probably. But as you know, I'm not smart, even though I have actually like experience. Now you want to slow it down, obviously. Yes.